Welcome in, React enjoyers. Today, we're reacting to basically the summary of I don't even know if hit piece is the right word for it, right? But basically, recap summary of a video made by The Shape, I believe, about one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, John Wolfe. It was quite the interesting discussion. I don't really know how I feel about it. We're definitely going to check out the original video sometime soon on stream, which, by the way, if you want to come by and catch yourselves, I go live 3 days a week. It'll be the third link in the description. First one being this original video. Be sure to go watch that first before you watch my reaction and the original creator. So yeah, I hope you do all enjoy, and if you do, feel free to drop a like and a sub. With all that being said, enjoy the video. Oh, we've watched this guy before. Simply Strange. Chat, make sure... I mean, it's not like my video at any point could do better than this video, or, like I have a ton of viewers right now watching that are just going to diverge a lot of this. But make sure you go show some love. If I make this a YouTube react, I will make sure to link this video at the top of the description. Highly recommend you go check out this dude. Seems like a really nice dude. Makes some good like recap videos of drama and stuff. So John Wolfe is one of my favorite YouTubers. I watch his John Wolfe channel, which is his gameplays channel a good amount. I watch his main channel. I love all of his main channel stuff. But it looks like he could be possibly stealing content? ... or question mark? Yeah, ... question mark. So let's see what's going on here, dude. I've had this on my watch on stream playlist for pretty much since this came out here. Oh, so he does a bunch of other channels. So I probably watched one of his other channels. This is insane, by the way, that he has this many other channels. That's awesome, though. Get that bread, brother. Omar, sleep well, homie. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you a ton. All right, let's get into it, chat.
It is one of the biggest paranormal debunking channels on the entirety of YouTube. It goes by the name of John Wolfe, copying other paranormal debunkers without crediting them. Well, that is something that has been argued by one of the OG debunkers in the name of The Shape. Now, this has all come about because of a video that The Shape has uploaded, which is titled John Wolfe, Master of Debunking or...
No, not this video. I love this John Wolfe video. Thought it was 6 to 8, saw it was 4. Dang, Iron King. You just not meant to sleep tonight, my boy.
In which... they have asked the question, is John Wolfe, who has got a YouTube channel boasting well over 964,000 subscribers, right, copying the paranormal content and debunking content of other debunkers without crediting those specific people? Well, we're going to be...
let me just pause here, okay? And let me think about all the John Wolfe that I've watched. From what I've seen, he has gone out of his way to credit people, like literally from like things that he learned how to debunk videos for, like, or different like techniques and like things that like people show off and whatnot. Like, he has literally been like, hey, I learned this about debunking from this channel and I recommend you check them out. I've learned this from this channel. I recommend you check them out. Like that kind of stuff. So I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. I'm waiting. I'm interested to hear what he has to say. I was going to say I'm excited. Well, I'm not really excited because if it's true, I'm going to be really sad. But I don't know. I think this could just be some hyperbole.
Diving into that because obviously it's the question that has been asked by The Shape. Now, it is worth stating that down in the comments section, The Shape has dropped a couple of comments stating, I uploaded this 3 weeks ago, lol, wasn't going to make it public. I thought about it for 2 weeks and thought I might delete it. Then I thought, heck with it. Let's do it. And another one stating, I wanted to keep this lighthearted and fun, but I do think that something is off. You should credit every debunker though. Yes, debunkers will catch similar things in the same video, but subtle things stand out. If you disagree, that's totally fine. I support all debunkers no matter their size, and I've watched John Wolfe for 6 years, way before his debunking stuff. He's great and makes great videos. He forgot to link or credit sometimes, that's possible too. No hate towards him at all. Just hope that as a debunker, he links others, and if you use their debunk, then you to back your debunk. Mythos didn't have anything to do with this video. Like I said in this video, these are my opinions alone. So it's obviously worth adding.
Yo, what's up, Night Vanguard? How's it going, homie? From what I remember, he credited the people he learned how to debunk from and mixed their styles to make his own. Yeah, that is... Yeah. Yeah, I love John Wolfe. John Wolfe is literally why I will watch videos on stream and like try and debunk them now instead of just like watching scary videos. I like to like it's way more fun to be like, well, but you see, the problem with this video is it can clearly be faked like this.
Adding that context in prior to making this video because, you know, before everyone thinks that this is the case. But I've always seen The Shape as someone who kind of goes against the grain, if you will, especially in recent content. So, you know, they've been one of the few debunkers to go for My Haunted Hotel, or the My Haunted project now. They started it about a year ago, right, as in The Shape did, but he's been the only one to go after them, especially considering PSI Paranormal and Beardo have gone over there and, you know, back them. He's kind of gone against the grain. And there was also another video in which...
Sorry, I'm trying to like catch up on... He's talking about this guy going against another group of like ghost hunters, right? Is that what, am I picking this correctly? Sorry.
You know, during the whole Ouija brother Pramgate situation, he was one of the few people who was like...
And he's talking about the channel that's talking about John Wolfe. Okay, I think I got it. Sorry.
I actually think this could potentially be staged. Whether it was intentional or not, I think that this was staged. And now he's going, you know, and stating that one of the biggest debunking channels, arguably on the entire content, on the entire platform, may be copying content. We're going to dive into it. Obviously, you know, this is kind of context from The Shape's video. For the full video and everything that he says, you want to go and check out The Shape's
I'm also, dude, I'm having like horrible ADHD right now, right? This doesn't matter at all. But if you look at his hand here, the dude making the video, he's hitting a command on his Mac keyboard to select what transition he wants to do, which is smart that he's recording this and doesn't have to edit it because he's just doing transitions. But it's like, I keep getting distracted by, I'm like, what do you do now? Because he's also like holding, it's like, you know, obviously he's got to stretch his hand. So it's so getting me distracted. It's like watching a YouTube video with chat, and chat's like going faster. Like they keep saying funny things. So I keep getting distracted by that. And I'm like, wait. Sorry guys, let me rewind.
Video, of course. But let's get into it. So the key takeaway points from The Shape's video is that John Wolfe's debunking focus. So John Wolfe is praised for his detailed debunking videos, particularly one analyzing a supposed full-body apparition captured by the boys at our Aradale Asylum. But the debunk highlights suspicious elements like camera behavior, lighting inconsistencies, and choreography, suggesting the apparition was potentially...
What's your hand doing over there, my guy? My ADHD. Yeah, literally, bro. Also, I was wondering what he was showing off in the background, because I kept seeing John and then someone else with a mask. So I was like, wait, what's going on? He's showing this video. Okay, got it. The video where this guy's... Okay. Again, ADHD. Just his setup, no offense to... what's his name again? Simply Strange, but it keeps, his setup is like so 2016 to like 2018 gamer pilled right now, where I'm like getting distracted by a bunch of things.
Staged, right? So that's what kind of drew the attention. Now, there is circumstantial evidence, of course, in debunk. So Wolfe's approach involves compiling circumstantial evidence, for example, camera angles, lighting changes, and unusual cameraman behavior, rather than definitive proof, which obviously The Shape, you know, appreciates for its layered storytelling. But he goes on to talk about the comparison between his own debunks and John Wolfe's debunks, and also there being some similarities between John Wolfe's debunks and that of Mythos Paranormal, who of course is another paranormal debunking YouTuber who's worth noting once again was not actually involved in the make.
I was gonna say, I feel like I get it, right? Because like if you're doing like a certain style that you think is like very unique, and somebody is doing a very similar style to you, like out of the blue almost, it seems like they could be stealing it from me. But also, respectfully, like if somebody with 100,000 subscribers does the same couple of videos as me in a similar style, right? Like I have like, my biggest channel is like 3,000 subscribers. Somebody with 100,000 subscribers does like a couple similar videos to me in a somewhat similar style, right? I'm not gonna be like, he stole it from me. He stole it from me. That's my shit, right? So maybe this dude might be going a little overboard with saying that John is stealing something from him. Now, maybe the Mythos guy, maybe somewhat. I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of like just off the rip without hearing it, I would probably have to watch the actual video, and maybe we will do this on stream. Watch the video where the other guy's talking about John, and him stealing his style, or allegedly, like the other dude saying that John stole some of his style. Maybe I'll have to do that, but just off of a base, like hearing that, he's saying like John stole from him. It kind of seems egotistical to me because the dude has under 30K subs and is not one of the bigger content creators. Yeah, can he back this up? Yeah, pretty much is what I'm saying. Because, like, it's like, you know, if you're in the same sphere and maybe you keep telling yourself, like, somebody's stealing something from you enough and you, like, watch a video and you overanalyze, maybe you can come to that conclusion, right? But I don't know. Let's see what he has to say about Mythos.
Speaking of the Shapes video, it was just something that apparently he recognized. Anyway, so he states that a stronger debunk by Mythos involving a bathroom stall incident where a person is visible after brightening footage is contrasted with Wolfe's Aradale debunk, and the Shape questions why Wolfe glossed over the more compelling evidence suggesting it deserved its own videos, and then he goes on to talk about, you know, credit and originality concerns. So the Shape raises concerns about Wolfe's potentially using debunks similar to that of Mythos without proper credit. Noting eerie similarities in presentation, jokes, and also editing styles. So one in particular is, you know, talking about adding in like little funny animations that apparently were never really present in John Wolfe's content until but the Shape's always done it, noting that that's been a very similar thing that has been involved recently. They urge Wolfe to credit other debunkers if using their work, while acknowledging coincidences are possible. Now, there's also the fan trust and creator responsibility. So the Shape laments that creators like The Boys and Sam...
Sounds like the whole Legal Eagle thing that happened some time ago. Someone accused him of stealing their style and wanted to sue him. He is a lawyer. Dude, that's crazy. I might have to tap in on that because I like have heard people reference that, but I don't know like the full lore there. But yeah, dude, if this is like what this guy's going after, he low-key kind of sounds like Dark Vibe you talking about. Like just the way that this guy in particular is portraying this other guy, he kind of sounds like Dark Vibe you when it comes to React content. Or this guy is gonna like, his mind is gonna blow when he hears about like everything that Dark Vibe you has to say about React content and what React content is. Like he's gonna be like, what? They do what? Because it's like, well, dude, if you're like taking some inspiration on a couple of like ways that you make jokes in your video, like every time that I say a joke that like is inspired by the way that Squeaks delivers jokes, am I supposed to go through every video and be like, by the way, some of the jokes in this video was inspired by Squeaks. By the way, some of the jokes inside of this stream was inspired by Troy Bond. By the way, in this react, some of the reacts was inspired by... I'm trying to think of a React YouTuber that I watch now. I have no idea. I don't really be watching React YouTubers anymore. After my heartbreak of Asmongold turning to conservative bullshit, I haven't been able to get back into React content, really. Like, yeah, I just don't know, like, what this guy's whole point is, really. I'm going to have to watch the original video for sure, because right now I'm not fully understanding why this guy is being so... whatever. Again, the dude said in the comments, like, yeah, you know, whatever, disagree. This isn't supposed to be like shots or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's much ground to stand on here. When I saw this video, I was like, oh my God, did John actually do something? Oh my God, no. Yeah. It just sounds like a freak out. Yeah. I think the dude's just like being like super analytical about it, which I guess... if you're debunking ghost hunting YouTube videos like your main thing that you do, then I'm sure you are a very analytical person. So, you know, let me not yuck someone's yum when it comes to autism. My autism is like doing too many things on stream and making stupid jokes. So let me not yuck anyone's yum.
Sam and Colby may betray fans who believe their paranormal content is real, highlighting ethical responsibility of content creators.
Wait. Let me back this way up.
Possible. Now, there's also the fan trust and creator responsibility. So the Shape laments that creators like The Boys and Sam and Colby may betray fans who believe their paranormal content is real, highlighting ethical responsibility of content creators. Okay. And then there's obviously, you know, community engagement and stuff like this. Right. So the Shape promotes Debunkers Anonymous, which... Yo,
Julian, I appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you for hanging. Thanks for being a fucking real one. Sleep well and have a great day tomorrow. Sorry, I just got an email that said your subscription will be renewing soon. And if they're talking about the subscription that just renewed, it literally renewed What? Your subscription will automatically renew on June 8th, 2025? Hey, Twitch, I don't really know how to tell you this, but thanks for the heads up. But also, we're nowhere near June 8th, 2025 yet. We're getting there, though. Probably by the time I upload this video, it'll be close to June 8th. Not JK.
Which is a Facebook page, of course, where, you know, that they've created, where it's apparently supposed to be quite a civil place, but I've heard the contrary. I won't know my sources, but I've heard from the contrary that apparently it's all but apparently civil in there. Anyway, but there's also apparent psychic connection claims, right? So
what?
The Shape humorously claims that the psychic bond between John Wolfe, citing similarities in their names, both involving John and W, and content styles and specific debunks, such as electrical outlets and animation styles. Now, what? I was really curious, obviously, about the specifics of videos that they were citing, you know, as being copied to a degree, right? Now, obviously, with debunks, like the Shape says within his video, there is, of course, going to be overlaps, because if you're watching the same video, you might jump to the same hypothesis, you might come to the same conclusions. But apparently, according to the Shape, there's something not quite right about it, apparently. So there's the Ardell silent full body apparition debunk. So John Wolfe's primary debunk in the video focuses on the supposed full body apparition captured by the boys, and he analyzes suspicious elements like camera angles. And although there's no direct similarity, the debunk, you know,
dude, the more I hear, the more this sounds like a nothing burger. I'm gonna be honest. The more I hear, the more it sounds like a nothing burger. And not to dismiss this dude's Shape's content or his video in any way, right? Because I don't want to be the YouTube commenter who's like, this is a nothing burger, right? Because maybe there is some truth and maybe he is right about some of it. I just don't know, like, was he just kind of trying to like make a little bit of a controversial video to get like a little bit more viewership type of thing? Is that like what it kind of was? Because if that's it, hey brother, no shame on it, dude. If you're pointing out similarities and like, yeah, this is like similar, and like he definitely took inspiration from, like, yeah, okay, all right, respect, dude, do your thing. But I don't know if this, I mean, again, it doesn't sound like he's trying to go at John at all.
Isn't
I'm gonna have to watch the original video, but not right now because it's late and I'm not trying to watch a 30-minute breakdown of this, and then if I want to do my normal, try and add another, like, however long content is, add that much time and like discussing it and stuff. I don't know if I got another hour in me for this kind of stuff. He lost me when he said it about being psychic or whatever. Yeah, me too. That's what I'm like, wait, is the Shape over here saying that he has some sort of psychic connection with John, or John has some sort of psychic connection with him because they both share the name John? Or is he talking about the ghost named John in the video? Because I watched the video that he's claiming John stole like whatever or like ideas or whatever from animation, whatever editing style, whatever. I watched that, and the ghost that they keep referring to is named John. And John Wolfe keeps making jokes about it throughout the whole video. Like, it's fucking, like, I was a little bit, while I was watching the video, and I kept dying laughing because it was really, really funny. So I'm trying to figure out if that's, like, he's talking about that, or if he's talking about, like, the Shape over here's name is John also, and he's like, there's a psychic connection between the two of us. Yeah, dude, I would like to check out the old Legal Eagle thing. I think that could be fun to get that lore. I also feel like it could do well as a react, because I feel like people would be like, oh yeah, somebody hasn't heard about this drama. Gosh, I guess I'll go watch the reaction. Yes, we are both Johns. I can read your minds. Yeah, dude, wait till I find another Chris around here, dude. I better watch out. Be texting freak shit like, yo, did you just think about blasting your little ding-a-ling? Because I was just thinking about blasting mine. I know we're psychic like that. I couldn't tell if it was us connected. Hey, I couldn't tell if it was us connected. Hey, other Chris, I just got a cold chill. Did you just bust? Be honest with me, other Chris. Did you just bust? I got a cold chill. Could there be a little Chris on the way?
Basically accused of being similar to another creator's work, but serves as the main context for Wolfe's analysis within this video. But then there's the bathroom stall incident debunk.
Yeah, what is this?
Kind of, draws similarities to that of Mythos's debunk. So this debunk involves a video by the boys where they attempt to invoke the Japanese spirit of Hanako-san by knocking on a bathroom stall. When the footage is brightened and slowed down, a person is visible inside the stall, suggesting a staged event. Now, John Wolfe covers this debunk briefly in his video, showing a wristwatch or sleeve and a person's presence. But the accusations of similarity are that John Wolfe's presentation of the debunk are eerily similar to that of Mythos's earlier debunk of the same incident, and these similarities include content, presentation, obviously, you know, the jokes and editing and overall debunk.
Okay, maybe the jokes and editing are like super similar, but like the presentation, I don't know. I feel like, okay, so let me break this down in the way that I'm thinking about it right now. The truth is the truth, right? So they both can come to the same conclusion since it is the truth. Now, this like being upset about the presentation from what I saw there is like being mad at a content creator for like breaking down, you know, like how streamers will sometimes open up like Paint and like do like the different like, you know, the visualization. That's like being mad at like one content creator for like using Paint and one content creator using Photoshop to explain the truth about something simple. Like, I don't know how gravity works, right? They're going to basically draw something very, very, actually gravity might be too broad. I'm trying to think of like something super similar or something super simple that a content creator might like draw to explain. I can't really think of anything. I'm almost 9 hours into the stream. My brain's shot. But yeah, let's just say gravity, right? They're going to describe it very similar. It just might look a little tiny bit different, but it's going to be very similar. Like, it's a simple thing, right? I feel like that's where this guy is like trying to call out John, but it doesn't really work super well. Again, I've said this like 90 times, but I'm going to have to watch the original video. But from what I'm hearing right now, it just kind of sounds like a nothing burger. I mean, it's a person in a bathroom. How different can you describe it? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. If you come to the same conclusion, your answers are going to be similar. Yeah, absolutely. Again, like if it's the truth, then like it's just the truth. Like it's just the truth. They're going to describe it the exact same way, you know? Or not the exact same way, but come to a very similar conclusion.
Is presented strikingly similar, raising questions about whether Wolfe has used Mythos's work without credit and specific concerns, where, you know, the Shape is puzzled by Wolfe's why Wolfe treated this stronger debunk showing a person in a stall so nonchalantly, using it merely to support his Ardale Asylum debunk rather than making a full focus and dedicated video. But there's also additional context where the Shape mentions that they've observed multiple times where John Wolfe's debunks resemble Mythos's work, not just in catching the same debunk, but the jokes, what you say within it, and the editing style. While the bathroom stall incident is a primary example, the Shape...
Just wait until he finds out about song covers. This dude's gonna be pissed. He's gonna make it... Oh, man. If this was 30 minutes long, that's about to be a 6-hour-long video, bruh.
Implies a pattern of similarities across other unspecified work. And there's also past examples, which is briefly referenced, where Wolfe credited Mythos for debunking involving Cody and Satori, indicating Wolfe's awareness of Mythos's channel, which fuels the Shape's suspicion about uncredited similarities. Now, obviously, it's very interesting because John Wolfe seems to kind of keep himself to himself. You know, not many people really know John Wolfe for just his debunking videos, but, you know, he does a lot of debunking videos and he does a rather good job, but I don't think he's particularly known for it because he doesn't really explode in the way that other debunkers can do, which gets them a bit more notoriety, for example, or infamy for that matter. So, yeah. There's the evidence. What do you guys make of it? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump to get the hell out of that like button and subscribe.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what the comments are thinking here. I've kind of shared my thoughts on this. He's a guy to complain Greek and Roman gods and goddesses are almost the same. Like, my guy, they're just different, or they are just with different names. Yeah, I feel that. I agree, but John Wolfe has done his research on some things, like the Bobby Mackey bar. He proved the person never existed, and they all had different stories. I can see debunkers watching other debunkers for inspiration. I've debunked a clip that another debunker did as well and got the same conclusion. The people that fake their clips all use basically the same methods. Yeah, that's where like I'm at with this too. Is like, if it's inspiration, like maybe I just don't know, dude. It's like very it's a lot to like just come to the conclusion that he's stealing. Again, I'm gonna have to watch the Shape's video, dude. The Shape isn't just reaching in his video, he's outright being an idiot. Oh, Wolfie's humor and style is the same in all of his videos, whether he's playing video games, breaking down a topic, or debunking the paranormal. Yeah, I was about to say, like, I was watching John Wolfe talk about diet soda, and I felt like it was similar to all of his other videos, you know? Like, I don't really feel like he changes up his comedy style very much in any videos. Sounds like even watching somebody's like his older gaming videos on his main channel kind of feels the same. I don't know. There's no difference in the video that the shape is claiming contains stolen work. Wolfe has been around for ages, so maybe Mythos has been inspired by Wolfe and incorporated similar attitudes and jokes into his videos. Or maybe they're both snarky guys who do their own things and occasionally come to the same conclusion. Is having the same opinion now something that requires you to credit every other content creator who's come to the same conclusion? The shape just seems to want attention with this one, and he probably should have kept this to himself. He looks like a moron. I don't know if I'd be that aggressive, but yeah, I don't know. I stopped watching the shape when he put out his hit video on the Ouija brothers. Now going after John Wolfe, it seems he needs views. He should not be creating drama where there is none. Yeah. He's called the shape but wears a Jason inspired mask. He should be mad about that, but it's himself. Yeah. I don't know, dude. Yeah, like, also the other thing, I feel like going at John Wolfe, at least this is my view of John Wolfe, is he's like very respectful to the content creators that he makes breakdowns about, and he's not, from what I understand, literally there's a John Wolfe in here, by the way, on the watch on stream, because I want to watch this on stream because it's one of his shorter videos, but he seems like a really nice guy. Like, it's like almost feels like trying to make a hit piece about like Jacksepticeye or like Markiplier or something like that, just like a genuinely like all around liked content creator. So I don't know, dude. I do not know.